Joined now by Lorraine Jones, whose son was killed as a result of gang violence and has been through the trauma of losing someone you love so dearly to that. Tell us the circumstances of Dwayne, your son's death.
It is a trauma. You're very right, and it's not just myself, but my entire family, my children, my family, and the whole community at large, traumatised by what has happened with Dwayne Simpson. And he died a good Samaritan, but he was killed. He saw a younger boy being chased by somebody with a knife, and we know it's gang-related. And he jumped out of my younger brother's car to go and help. He did succeed in saving the boy's life, but Dwayne got a single stab wound that went right through his heart. He was then admitted to King's College Hospital on a life support machine for 2 days, and then he died.
Oh, my goodness me.
Just 20 years old.
Just 20 years old, and it's strange because I am a minister, licensed minister, serving in West Norwood under Pastor Frank Owuzu, and we've been doing a tremendous amount of outreach because of the high scale of violence, knife and gun crime in South London. But as a minister, we encourage our young people to stay focused despite the challenges and aim for their objectives. And I was speaking to Dwayne about this, and it was so bizarre, his response to me. He said, "Mum, I don't think I'll make my 21st birthday." And this was like 2 weeks before he died. So I said, "Dwayne, don't say that. The Lord is protecting you. Why are you saying that? Just focus on what you're doing," because he set up a boxing club.
Yes, he was trying to help youngsters that could have been susceptible to getting involved with gangs, wasn't he?
That's it.
Just describe to us, that's a terrible, you've obviously been through, every parent's worst nightmare, to lose your son. But so fascinating that he, had this kind of perception of the situation, the danger, the risk to young men like him of gang violence. And as you say, you're trying to help other young people. Yes. What is it about a gang that is so powerful, that it draws people in, and that allows them to do these things? And then, as we've been hearing about the case in Salford, there is a fear locally about perhaps speaking out.
Well, what we're experiencing now is it's a product of something which has been happening for many, many years. There's been a vast amount of breakdown in the family home, and that's where it stems from, the family home. Then we've had a major breakdown in estates, the community, poor housing, poverty. Parents, a lot of them single parents like myself, having to work 3 jobs just to make ends meet and not having quality time with your children.
So do you fear then that some of these people that dominate these gangs come in and suck the youngsters up, make them feel powerful and give them some structure, albeit the wrong structure?
You're totally right, they do suck them up. And they suck them up because there's no facilities in the community. One of the things Dwayne said, and it was a number of young people that were just frustrated, is there's nothing to do. He said, "Mum, there's nothing for us to do. All we do is sit out on the walls, and we're vulnerable. The younger ones are even more vulnerable." And so, children, they face challenges as well. If mum's depressed, dad's not around, there's not a lot of money, they're not eating enough at home, and these things happen because I'm a community minister. And then as a gang leader comes along with money, flashy trainers, and buys them chicken and chips and asks them, "Could you just bring this parcel just down the road?" They get sucked in and they're getting money.
Yes. All right. Thanks so much for coming to talk to us, Lorraine. We really appreciate your time and for sharing your story and your experience.
Thank you.